This is the reading for those of you who chose pile number one. And this interesting looking card right here. And the question was, how can I live more authentically? Um, Now, as far as this card goes, I don't really have a book for it, so we have to just go with whatever meaning it goes with. And what I see in it is the it's like a couple in couples therapy, and they're doing those trust exercises. It's like you're learning, or your guides are teaching you to trust what you can't see, to rely on other things outside of yourself. You know, um, to pick to not just put so much faith in what you can see, but to pick up on and put more faith in what you can't see. And learning to trust and work with somebody else and other people. Um, and then we got this card 13 is called the Blue Man, and I'll read from the book on that at the end of the reading, show you what that said. And then we got Light with the Fairy Oracle, and A Door to the Infinite, which is the angels. We have Acceptance and Gratitude, and then the Two of Cups, the Hierophant, the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So, what I'm seeing in this one is, I'm looking at it, the Two of Cups, it talks about partnerships and cooperation in a close, loving relationship, whether it be romantic or family. It it's working together. You know, you can see in this card how they, each one of them are pouring a cup into this drink that's creating this effect to make that yin and yang symbol. So it's trusting others, trusting what's outside you to get stuff done. Um, Once again, it's working together. You live more authentically by allowing yourself to be open to working with and trusting other people. Um, then the Hierophant with it, it says to me, this is about learning other people's ways of doing things, and once again, you see it's two people, and they're being taught by somebody else, and it's learning to be more intimate and more trusting of other people, allowing people in, showing them who you are, and communicating with them. Um, we've got, this is an interesting one. The Five of Swords. You see how that dragon is all wrapped around the middle sword? It's like he's protecting it or guarding it from those other two people. Or once again, it's two people being taught by somebody else. And the Five of Swords is about conflict and competition, and that the bickering and fighting and the back and forth and trying to hurt somebody else because you've been hurt. And it goes back to learning to work with other people, learning to compromise, learning to trust, you know, um, learning how to be a friend or a romantic partner, and how to see both sides of it, learning to work together, opening up, not being so guarded, and letting others in, um, letting somebody show you where you're going wrong. Now, in this one, which is from the same deck, the Four of Wands, you see once again, this dragon, it's surrounded by four wands. See, in this one, he's got all four swords around him, but he's around some kind of structure. It almost looks like his home, right? With the two trees planted behind it. But see how he's not so wrapped around it? He's not guarding it. And the other two dragons are they're not in the picture, they're inside the building. He's opened up and letting people in. The Four of Wands is about building a strong, lasting foundation. You know, it's about working with others. It's about living a good life with somebody else, family, and just being grateful for what you have, you know. And then we've got, look, in these Ace of Cups, once again, two people with something in the middle, like they're learning something. Um, Only these two both have masks on. So it looks like it's the beginning of learning how to relate to other people emotionally without feeling guarded or the need to wear your mask. You know, learning to let people in, learning to let them see who you really are. Um, in the Four of Swords, we got she's sitting here, she's waiting, but look, she's got that sword next to her. She's guarded. She's still on guard. You know, she might be sitting there waiting for somebody to show up, but she's on guard for what she thinks is going to be an attack, it looks like. And then we go right here with the gratitude and be more authentic. Be grateful for what you do have. It says, I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So once again, learning to live with and be grateful for what you have, um, and the people in your life, what lessons they're there to teach you, you know. And then we've got acceptance. So accepting who people are. It says, I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So, you know, compromise, working together as a team, letting somebody else's viewpoint influence your own. And then we've got light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation, remind you the light can penetrate the darkness. Letting somebody in, again, letting something in, you know, um, just allowing the outside to influence your inside. See, she's got two lights coming down. It's like, once again, it's about being together, being a team, being open to other people. And then we have a door to the infinite, which is, see, learning. Again, it's like somebody's being shown, being open to what is being presented to them. So being open to new ideas, being open to new directions, being open to new people, um, but being open, being trusting, um, letting others guide you and show you what you how to interact, you know, and making yourself open for a closer relationship with somebody. Trust, open your heart, let them in, accept, and learn to compromise and be grateful for the people that are in your life. Be grateful for the lessons that you're learning. And then this card we have, let's see, this is the number 13. He's called the Blue Man. And I'll read to you because it's such a good book that comes with these cards. I wanted to read it to you. So give me a second to find it again. And we got, it says, coming up from beneath the dark waters. Do you stay behind a barrier for protection until you sort it all out? See? Are you guarded? Are you not letting other people in? Do you see the true reflection of your place in this realm, regardless of the debris you see between you and what you see as contrasting your ideals? See, it's once again, you're waiting for something to mess up. You're all you see is what's standing in the way. You know, you got to open your eyes to new paths and new ways of doing things. You got to come out from behind the barrier. And it says, um, where you are one with turbulent sources, Can you empathize with the other's perspective? It may be hard to articulate in this environment, yet it is right in front of you. There is a barrier between two polarities, yet you are part of the barrier. So you're holding yourself back. You're being guarded, and you let yourself go. Let your guard down. Let other people in. Are you being so careful to make sure nothing goes wrong? So much so that you can't pull the car around the corner without calculating the math of the turn angle? So, are you trying so hard to make sure that everything goes right that you're messing it up? No holding back in communication. Once again, letting somebody in. Be honest with them about who you are. Let them in close and quit being so guarded and waiting for an attack that's not necessarily going to come. Give people a chance to get close to you and to be intimate. You'll be a better friend, a better partner, a better manager, a better employee, a better sister, a better brother, a better parent. You know, it just, it really all depends. But learn to work with and understand and see from the other people's point of view as well, you know, and trust and open up. Thank you. This is the reading for those of you who chose pile two with this card. And we also have this one, which is a really good card. I'm going to read from the book on this card at the end of the reading. We have the Judgment card and the King of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups, the Eight of Swords, Judgment and Wish Wisely, and then Light and Loneliness. And what I see in this reading, what I get from this is somebody that is learning to let go of needing to steer the ship per se. Um, and it's letting other people help and contribute. See, in this card, you see where this guy, it looks like he's letting go and he surrendered control, but he's still holding on to it. He's still got a part in the situation. He's just not fully controlling the situation. He's allowing for other people to help. You know, so how can you live more authentically by letting go of some of the situation so that other people that are involved can put in their sense worth and can help, you know. Um, like with this card, the Judgment card and the King of Pentacles. The Judgment card right there. He looks like he's trying to help where he's thinking that needs help. He's trying to direct these people that have fallen and help them to get up and get more aligned with the situation, to work more like together like a community. But he needs to work with them in order for them to be able to get up, because it doesn't look like they can do it alone. They need his help. Um so it's just not thinking that everybody's got to do things the same way every time, or that you know not having to be in complete control of a situation for you to feel like it's going to go the right way. To let go and let other people show you their way of doing things as well. Even the King of Pentacles, he can be kind of stubborn, he can be kind of set in his ways and wants everything done the same way every time. And it can't always happen, you know. Things can be different, and people can have different opinions, and things don't have to be ritualistic or repetitive. You know, let go and let things happen naturally. Let other people contribute. You know, don't be so rigid and stuck in a set pattern. You know, this guy, he's proud of the work he's done, and he should be proud of the work he's done. But it's the same thing 9 times. You know, over and over and over and over and over again. He needs it, and he's by himself. You know, because it's like he doesn't trust enough to let somebody else help him with the job that needs to be done. And if you letting other people in, you see, like with the Ten of Cups, this card's about emotional fulfillment. You see, there's two dragons doing the work now. It's letting other people in to help to get the job done. And now they have more than they started with. Um, and then we have the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords. The King of Cups is kind of guarded with his emotions. He's kind of a guarded guy, you know. And this is still somebody that's looking on, thinking that things aren't going to go right, and that he needs to do it this way, you know. Still somebody that's set in a pattern, set in an old way of thinking. Um, and it's the Eight of Swords is about being a prisoner of your own mind, and it's almost like somebody with OCD, kind of, where things have to go the same way over and over and over again, and it's let in order to be more authentic, you need to let go of the need for everything to be the same way constantly. It doesn't have to be a constant cycle of the same, the same, the same. Um, like with this judgment card, it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So everyone has their own viewpoint, everyone has their own take on things. And if you let other people in and and look at a different way of doing things, you can get more done. Um, and you won't be feeling so lonely. It says you know you're never alone, so let other people help. Look, see all the people around here, they're all standing holding a piece of what looks like a shield. You know, they're working together to get a job done. And they're not all wearing the same things, so it's not always the same. But the results are still the same. And this one says wish wisely. It says use your wishes wisely to manifest your desire. Take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. You know, don't be so rigid. Let go. Use your imagination. You know, let other people help you. Um, let other people help you. Let other people have an opinion. It just be part of the community instead of apart from. And in this card, it says light, right? And we see four fairies out and about, and then there's one that's on this lady's hand, and she's looks like she's telling it or teaching it something. You know, these other four, they're all kind of like doing the same things in groups. The ones up at the top are taking care of the stuff up there. The ones down by the fire, you know, it's a pattern. It's repeating itself. Uh, Letting go, letting others teach you something new. You know, let your light shine. Let the light in. See a different side of things. Um, Things will go a lot better for you if you let somebody else help you once in a while. Be more authentic by letting the rest of the group contribute, being a part of a team instead of thinking that we have to be the whole team. In this card, it says things still happen if you stand still. The puzzle pieces will move around you if you hold your position, yet be willing to release if necessary when more information shows up. The balance of patience and stubbornness. The small leading the large, the weak leading the strong. A repeated ceremony gives one access to those that have done the ceremony in the past. But it also says by witnessing or participating in a pattern, are you repeating the pattern? You are things always going the same way because it's always acting the same way? If you are part of the universe, then why do you talk to it as if you're separate? You know, if you're part of something, then why are you holding yourself apart from that something? Be a part of the community, not separate from. The manifestation of things with an intentional cause and effect chain. So you're going to make things happen, yeah, but remember that all actions have a ripple effect, and if you do the same things over and over, you always get the same results. Um, a gathering of like-minded to share and experience something. So see, it's like these people, they're all standing in a line, and this guy's bringing them in one by one with the same routine, the same pattern. But each ship is different. Each ship is shaped different. It needs a different parking space. It needs a different setup to be able to do what needs to be done. But it takes all the different types of shapes and ships to get the whole thing made. You know, they're gathering together to share information, to work together, not gathering together to work alone. So, in order to be more authentic, you need to be more part of your environment, your community, those around you. Um, have faith in the universe's ability to bring the right people into your life. Remember that other people can and do like to help. Um, let the other people in, let them help you, and just be a part of the group and not feel like it, it needs to go a certain way or it needs to be a certain way, or just let it go and let it be what it is.